It begins with a ball. 2 teams, 2 nets, that ball, and a love of everything between the lines. But the game is more. The game is you giving every last breath to finish the sprint. The game is that last ounce of strength that pours out of you as you stretch to save your team. The game is questioning yourself over and over again until you find a way forward. Your personal best today is your challenge for tomorrow. Giving everything now is only knowing how much further you can go. The laces we tighten are the ones that bind us together. Entering the huddle as a player and leaving as a team. Play because you love it. Inspire because it's in you. Unite because it's in us. Ontario Soccer.
We're so happy and proud to be here today at the official unveiling of the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. A lot of people may or may not know this, but the Zankin Automotive Group is a family-run business. A lot of the values that we hold dear to us in our family, we also kind of bring along with us in our business. And so it's very important for us to align ourselves with an entity that kind of believes in the same. If we think about sports and we think about the camaraderie that it comes with it and the friendships that are built and the communities that are fostered, it just seemed like a natural fit. Also, it helps that it's within our community and just up the street from where we opened our first dealership 50 years ago.
What we admire the most about the Zankin Automotive Group, led by Joe and his wife Kathy and their daughters Laura and Andrea, is that this is not just about business and selling cars. This is about giving back to the community. When we talk about vision in politics, vision in sport, vision in business, what a great example this is.
We are so blessed to have literally thousands and thousands of young boys and girls and families who are directly involved in soccer and playing soccer and coaching soccer and volunteering in all of our incredible soccer clubs.
I think the partnership's great. The giving from the Zankin group is great, and I think that's just going to help soccer in general.
It's important to support soccer because soccer is a place for all the kids to come together and have fun. And it's a place where parents come together and watch their children have fun. It's a sense of community, and what better way to bring community together through soccer.
Let it serve as a beacon of our shared commitment to excellence, to integrity, and community. It symbolizes our dedication to fostering a love for the beautiful game and providing access to high-quality soccer experiences for all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, soccer fans, welcome back inside the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field as we get you set for another fantastic match here at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 Finals. And this is going to be the men's division final in a highly contested match here between Gloucester Celtic and Scarborough GS United. A shot at representing Ontario at Nationals in October on the line here. Plus, of course, MilkUP Ontario Cup glory and the chance at history here for these two storied men's clubs going head-to-head here in the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup Final. Before we get into this match, let's take a look back at the previous one and check out some of the highlights from the girls under 17 final that just took place. So some great highlights from the previous match in the girls under 17 final, and now we turn our attention to the men's final here in this eagerly awaiting match between Scarborough GS United in the blue kits taking on Gloucester Celtic. Last winning nationals in they did win nationals and Ontario Cup in 2022. Had the chance to call those matches back in Vaughan when Gloucester Celtic from Ottawa not only secured Ontario Cup glory, they were victorious at Canadian Nationals as well, and they'll be looking for that two-peat again here this year. But standing in their way, Scarborough GS United, as both of these clubs prepare to go head-to-head. Some veteran players on both squads, to be sure. Both of these teams filled with a ton of experience. And we are just about set to get the opening action kicked off. Before we do, and before we get the team lineups, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that now in their third year as Ontario Soccer Premier Partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy producers and their families, are the exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will continue to bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. Well, before we get the kickoff, let's check in on the field conditions pre-match here in Vaughan. And there you see on your screen 17 degrees, but wind gusts up to 44 kilometers per hour. That's actually far more gentle than we had in our last match, so the wind dying down a little bit here. But it's still quite a windy day with speeds of 37 kilometers per hour regularly blowing to the west, as we're coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. Let's get a look at the lineups for both of these squads here, as the starting lineups being announced, and we'll start with the Gloucester Celtic squad from Ottawa. Anton Favre will get the start between the sticks as the keeper of record here for Gloucester. Some familiar names on that squad, including that of number 28, Bezic of Rare. He starts on the bench today, but keep an eye on him to make an impact in this match. A lot of familiar names on that Gloucester squad. And now let's take a look at Scarborough GS United and their squad. So there you get a look at the Scarborough GS United team, as their keeper Paulo Dos Santos will get the start in this one, wearing number 89. And again, a bit of turnover here with this team compared to years in the past, but led by head coach John Williams. No doubt they will put out one heck of an effort here today. Keep an eye out there for Joseph Vaz, a longtime member of this squad, as well as Denzel Albert. He'll be wearing 22, and he'll be providing a presence today for sure. So we're moments away from kickoff. Before we do, we'll have the playing of the national anthem, and we want to thank you for tuning in today to the men's final here at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre. As always, you can relive all your favorite moments from the weekend by checking out the Match Center page on ontariosoccer.net.
Now, soccer fans, please all three on your half to play our national anthem.
All right, soccer fans, let's get you set for the kickoff here in the men's final at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 finals, coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre Stadium Field. And we are moments away from the action getting underway here between Gloucester Celtic in their green and white striped kits, white shorts, and that iconic green and white striped socks, taking on Scarborough GS United, a legendary club in their own right, wearing their blue kits, some white trimming along the shoulders, down the midsection, through the shorts, and blue and white striped socks as the captains meet our match officials for the pre-match coin toss. And then we will get the action underway momentarily. This is going to be a phenomenal match. Has the potential to be one of the matches of the weekend here, as both of these squads prepare for a tightly contested, intensely fought battle here for a chance at not only Ontario Cup glory, but a chance to clinch a spot at the Toyota National Championships hosted by Canada Soccer later this year. Of course, Gloucester Celtic last pulling off the double in 2022 when they won the MilkUP Ontario Cup and then just went up the road to Maple Ridge Park in Vaughan where they secured a national championship as well. Scarborough GS United will have thoughts of a different outcome here on this day. You get a look at the crowd in the stands as we're coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. And a look at our match officials today, the third team out there. Hashtag no ref, no game. Check out OntarioSoccer.net for more on that great initiative. Well, you get a look at Paulo Dos Santos, the keeper for Scarborough GS United. He's going to have a tough task at hand today. It's going to be a well-fought match. Zachary Tremblay out there. Kelvin Asabre, he's a longtime member of this Celtics squad. Keep an eye out as well for Kieran Sanders. Oliver Babineau has the potential to make an impact here. Almost an embarrassment of riches with this Celtic group. Joey Kewen, of course, he had a huge impact at Nationals in 2022, and we're just about to get this match underway as GS United coming out looking like they're going to play a 4-3-3, and Celtic looking more like a 4-4-2, and we are about to be underway. A little bit of head games there from GS United as now they kick us off and we get going. And we are underway in the men's final here at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Good possession early from GS United, and a chance for us to remind you that with Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a broadcast partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and who will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. Hard tackle through the midfield, play continuing on as Celtic take possession, working right to left across your screens. Controlled here by Diego Politis. He plays the ball up for Kewen to run onto. Dos Santos is going to have to come out of his area with Kewen on his back, but he does well to shield it out for the goal kick. Kewen giving a thumbs up there to Politis for that ball. Appreciates the early service even though he couldn't get to it. Khalil John Wentworth will take the goal kick for his keeper. As John Wentworth tees it up here, and GS United will try work onto the attacking side of half from the kick. However, it's picked off as coming up with it was El Shafei, and now he works the near side flank, taking it into the attacking third. El Shafei bodies off the initial tackle attempt, pulls back now as Politis looks to whip across in, does so with the left foot, headed away. This could be a chance from distance as teeing it up there for the opportunity was Stojanovic, but it was blocked by his own man and then ends up out of play for a Celtic throw. Have a look at that opportunity again on the replay. It was a good cross after the initial header away. The chance ensued, but not to be for Stojanovic. Nice work by Kewen down low along the goal line, and he wins the first corner of the match. Khalil John Wentworth not happy about that call, but it's going to be an opportunity here for Zachary El Shafei to whip something in as he sets up for an in-swinger. Again, that wind a factor today as it blows from the far sideline almost directly across into our faces. And now with some contact in the area from Robbie Murphy, the referee will settle things down here before the corner's taken. El Shafei delivers a good cross in, headed on, and that's to the goal line where it's out for a goal kick. Flying over to try and make a play was Stojanovic, but couldn't quite put it on target. And it'll go for a goal kick taken short by Dos Santos. John Wentworth, his clearing attempt, that one partially blocked by Kewen, but GS United hold possession. Brooms, he makes the turn, tries to advance it over to Kerr Cooper, initially intercepted and then cleared away by John Wentworth. Headed straight up there by Yuma. Back and forth possession goes as now it's controlled by the Scarborough backline. Here's Albert. Stripped away, Joey Kewen breaking in. Left-footed attempt. What a tackle! Beautifully timed slide tackle, and it's called a goal kick as coming over Khalil John Wentworth. Have another look at this as he negates what could have been a clear break for Joey Kewen. Nice job to strip it away there by El Shafei, and what a tackle there by Khalil John Wentworth, taking away the first quality scoring threat in this match. That ball out of play, it'll go for a Gloucester toss. As there you get a look at Robbie Murphy. Call up for today's match and drawing a start in the starting 11. From the throw, Kewen running onto it here. He's marked closely and shadowed so well that it's off the defender in Sinjui Sibapa and out for a corner. So nice defensive work there by Jordi Sinjui Sibapa as he was tight with the dangerous and threatening Joey Kewen. And Gloucester will have another corner kick here from the near side. El Shafei setting up for an in-swinger once again. 5th minute of action. El Shafei's cross to the near post. Ricochets around, danger present. Volleyed on target. Oh, what a save by Dos Santos. Incredible reflexes there from Paulo Dos Santos to track that and then keep it out with that diving effort. As we've got a Scarborough player down at the near post. Let's have a look at the replay. As the ball took a couple of bounces, eventually found its way to the foot of Christopher Malekos with that shot. But how about that stop from the keeper, Dos Santos? Corner kick once again, this time to the back post. Dos Santos makes a meal of it with his own defender. Danger still there, but then a foul committed as Tremblay got a little too aggressive to try give Malekos the advantage. So Scarborough GS United will have an opportunity here to breathe easy now as they build out from their back line on the restart. Working the far side touchline, trying to cut back through the middle here. They pick out an open player in Joseph Vaz. The veteran midfielder doesn't force, he pulls it back. And now Sinjui Sibapa plays it over to the near touchline for Albert. Wrestling for possession, coming away with it there is Kerr Cooper as he works in support with his teammate Brooms. Brooms doing well to dribble out of traffic, tries the through ball, looking for his man, Diu Mercy Yuma. Yuma the up front threat right now for GS United, but they couldn't pick him out on that pass. Speaking of attacking threats, there's Joey Kewen, plays the ball ahead for Murphy. Murphy trying to cross into the middle. A foul committed at the end of the play there, and Gloucester will surrender a free kick with that ball tracking out of the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. Dos Santos with the best save of the match so far. We'll see what GS United can do to help him out in front of him. They work the ball short here up the near touchline, but just out of the range of Albert, and it's out for a Gloucester throw. Celtic take it quickly. Murphy pulls it back. El Shafei Uses his center back in the form of Henry. Check that. That's Justin Earl. Earl making the play up now to Henry. Henry trying to patrol that far wing, and he wins a throw in there for Celtic. From the throw, working for possession. Kewen tries to fight off a man. Nothing doing that time. Bit of a shove from the shoulder there of Vaz. And as a result, well, it's going to be a throw into GS United. Thought they might have been giving a kick. Nothing doing. And GS United, well, the free kick is for GS United. So they restart from the floor, and now they march forward. Good touch there as it's picked up by Yuma. He turns it over to Vaz. Quick touch. This could be a break. Yuma tackled at the last moment. What a defensive stand from Diego Politis as he comes over, and have a look at this replay. Politis with a crucial tackle after a nice little give and go, sending Yuma in. And how about that timing? You cannot afford to make a mistake there. And Politis got ball first for a clutch tackle, setting up this GS United corner. They set up for an in-swinger, delivered well, headed on from the right back Denzel Albert, and then in the end it tracks out for a goal kick. So both teams starting to generate chances, and as we hit the 10th minute, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Turnover, and here goes Henry. He's got room to run this forward. Celtics Henry takes it into the penalty area, appeals for a call, and a penalty kick. Javane Henry taken down in the area, and Celtic are going to the spot. Have a look at the replay. Henry got the separation, no doubt about it. John Wentworth clips him at the back there. Doesn't get any of the ball, and the speed of Henry too much to contain. It's going to be a penalty kick here for Gloucester Celtic in the now 11th minute of action. Our first regulation time penalty kick here at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. All other penalties taken were in kicks from the spot after the 90 minutes were played. So Zachary El Shafei at the spot for Celtic. Paulo dos Santos, the keeper. El Shafei puts it low in the corner and gives Celtic the 1-0 lead. They capitalize on the defensive mistake. And Zachary El Shafei makes it 1-0 for Gloucester Celtic from the penalty spot. A little bit of hesitation from Dos Santos. He ends up going to the right direction down to his left, but that slight bit of hesitation cost him on the timing. You could see from his dive, nothing he could do to keep that out. A well-struck penalty. Clutchly hit there by El Shafei to give them the 1-0 lead. So GS United working left to right across your screen now, trailing 1-0, and they'll try work their way out of this deficit. John Wentworth, he picks up the ball here. Sinjui Sabapa takes the space in front of him. Controlled now by Kerr Cooper. Kerr Cooper turns, ends up giving it away, but quickly gets it back after that heavy touch from Stojanovic. Hussein, that's Abu Bakar Hussein, who controls along the far flank, plays it over to Kerr Cooper. And now they open up space for Sinjui Sabapa, who looks for options up the pitch. Vaz at the half line plays it back to Sinjui Sabapa. The two just keep possession close. As Vaz under pressure here from Murphy, right back to Sinjui Sabapa. That ball up the line, but no chance to make a play on it. It's out for a Celtic throw. Well, your head coaches, as we mentioned, for Scarborough GS United, John Williams. For Gloucester Celtic, it's Jason DaCosta. Matt Williams on the bench as well, longtime member of that squad, the manager, and no doubt they've got their group ready to roll here as they've got a 1-0 lead inside the opening 10 minutes on that conversion from the penalty spot. Kewen turns the man, steps over the ball, lays it back now for Politis. He checks his options, uses the close touch in Malekos, who switched through the middle. Secured by Butterfield. Check back now as Malekos checks his options. Taken away from Asabre and then hauled down on that play and drawing the foul is Darius Kerr-Cooper. And that's going to be a free kick for GS United, and I think just a warning here for the guilty party in Milos Stojanovic. Another foul like that though, and he could draw a yellow card. Nice job by our match official to set the tone. He's had to make some crucial decisions already, including awarding that penalty in the 9th minute, converted in the 10th. GS United working their way into the attacking third here with Kerr-Cooper on the ball. Tries to square up against Henry. It was the speed of Henry that created the opportunity for the penalty kick, and now he wrestles the ball away with a chance to create a counterattack. However, the pass off the mark. Asabre there to pick it up for Celtic. They'll have to work it back here, and under pressure, Justin Earl does well to clear the zone. Aerial challenge from Dhaliwal as GS United try to hold on to possession, but it's now controlled by Kewen. Kewen playing that out wide, and even further it finds its way over to Henry, who baits the defender in and now sends Murphy on a run. Murphy has one man to beat, crosses into the box, off the post, second chance, and it's a brace! Zachary El Shafei finishes it off. 15th minute, a brace within 5 minutes. The first attempt from El Shafei off the post, but the rebound pops right back to him. Here's a look at the replay, and again, the speed along the wing for Celtic creating the chances. El Shafei picks up his own rebound. Not much Dos Santos could do as he tried to keep it out. But what a pass from Earl to spring Murphy, and then Murphy threads that through ball right for El Shafei to run onto. And Zachary El Shafei has a brace within the opening 15 minutes of this match. What a dream start for Gloucester Celtic. Scarborough GS United maybe a little shook. Let's see how they respond, if they can find their composure and find a way back into this match. We've seen some big comebacks here at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, including last night in the women's division where the women's club from Scarborough GS United blew a 4-1 lead in that game, only to come back and win in penalty kicks. But right now their men's squad behind the 8 ball here. Dos Santos takes the goal kick short as he plays it over to John Wentworth. Looking up the pitch for an option, has a man checking to him in Kerr-Cooper. Now Kerr-Cooper controls after the initial pass came from Abu Bakar Hussein. Kewen on the ball here for Celtic. Joey Kewen opens up the man looking for El Shafei, but that time it's broken up. El Shafei quickly gets it back here for Celtic, working the near side wing, trying to find space to either cross something in or get it off the defender out of bounds. Playing continues here though, as it was dealt well by the defender and now controlled by Joseph Vaz. Vaz with Kewen on his back, the two battle, and the ball now secured by Celtic. Good job there by Asabre. Malekos gets it back quickly from Earl, now in the middle where it's picked up by Stojanovic. He dishes to Earl. Over to Murphy, who set up that last goal with a beautiful assist. Earl looking to switch here to the near side. El Shafei making the run, but that ball just a little too heavy for his control. And it's out for a GS United throw. Well, Joey Kewen's going to have to come off the pitch for the time being. Bit of an equipment issue there, so at least for the moment, Gloucester Celtics short one man. GS United trying to take advantage. They send a player on the run, but that ball out of range of the on-charging Yuma, and it's out for a Gloucester throw-in. While Kewen quickly brought back onto the pitch. And we'll get the restart here with a throw-in for Celtic. Aerial challenge from Dhaliwal as Murphy comes up with it. Murphy taking the worst of that aerial exchange. And now Celtic have it with their backline, but Yuma providing a charge there, trying to strip it away. Murphy under pressure here from Kerr Cooper. Does well to advance the ball. There's a good ball played outside for Henry. Henry takes the pass and starts to track into the attacking third. Slows up his pace, draws back to open up space there for Stojanovic. Kewen tried a quick turn on it, now gets it to his left, but on that last touch ended up losing control and then commits a foul on the back of Joseph Vaz. Kewen not too happy about that, but the call stands and we approach the 20th minute of action as GS United play it short from the restart. A chance for us to remind you that Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Controlled here by the GS backline with Osman Hussein on the ball. Hussein thought about playing it forward, doesn't want to force, so he draws back for Sinjui Sabapa. Turning with it is Matthias Brooms. John Wentworth into the middle for Vaz. Does well to evade the oncoming tackle. Hussein looks to switch over to the far flank. Picks out Abu Bakar Hussein, who quickly touches back. And GS United start to work their way forward here. John Wentworth supplying that pass for Kerr Cooper before it's played back for Osman Hussein. Osman Hussein plays it over to Abu Bakar Hussein as Hussein starts to cut his way in from the flank. Nice job. Yuma back to Hussein into the penalty area, but the defender holds on well. The defender wanted a call there, as going to turf was Zachary Tremblay. He felt like he was hauled down, but in the end concedes a corner kick. And GS United will have a chance here from the far corner to try claw one back. Corner taken short. Hussein with a tough bounce off the initial touch loses control here. Both Husseins try close it down, and it's Abu Bakar Hussein that initially came up with it, and then on the clearance it's off of Abu Bakar Hussein and out for a Celtic throw. So good work there by Tremblay as we had some debris coming onto the field, delaying the restart just slightly. Third of 4 matches on the schedule today. We'll have the boys under 17 final at 6:30 p.m. this evening, as you're currently watching the men's final live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field for the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. Scarborough GS United in the blue kits working their way out of their defensive side of half, and there's a good ball for Yuma. Turns, tries to make something happen, but it's turned over, and now Murphy tries to set one up for Kewen, but that was out of his range. Abu Bakar Hussein working the far touchline, sends one up now for Kerr Cooper. Kerr Cooper trying to use his speed to get around the man, but the defender knocks it out for a corner. Nice stand-up work that time by Justin Earl. Kerr Cooper's going to track over to the far corner to take this kick, as Darius Kerr Cooper sets up for an in-swinger. Has one man checking to him for a short option, but doesn't seem overly interested. However, he will use them. Brooms. Kerr Cooper closed down by Henry, and the speedy Henry now trying to lead the counterattack for Celtic. Henry slows his pace ever so slightly as he makes the pass to Politis. Politis loses that possession, and now it's controlled by Brooms. As trying to feed it through was Hussein, and that's turned over. And we're going to get our first substitutions of the match at the next opportunity, with Celtic preparing to bring on a couple of veterans here, including Kieran Sanders. Bezic of Rare waiting to make his debut as well. Both of these guys have played for Celtic for years, and they are veterans of this squad from Ottawa. There's a good ball ahead for Kewen. He's onside. The flag stays down as Joey Kewen takes it into the corner. Looks for options behind. Picks out El Shafé, who's got both goals in this match for Celtic, but his ball a little too heavy for clean control from Robbie Murphy, and it's turned over. That ball's going to catch the wind, go out of bounds, and Celtic will get a throw and a chance to make their substitutions. So Avrer is going to take out Kewen, and Sanders will come in place of Murphy. So a couple veterans into the match now for Celtics in Sanders and Avrer. And Avrer's going to have an opportunity to combine here with Sanders to make a play, but it's turned over, and now GS United can't quite get it across the half. Nice job by Asabre. Feeds it ahead for Avrer. Avrer darting around defenders. Tries the left-footed cross to the back post. Knocked by a couple of D-men for GS United, and eventually they take control through the midfield with Hussein. Hussein looking to send a teammate on a run as he sends a good ball forward for Brooms, and Brooms is going to catch this. Brooms working the touchline, trying to work his way into a more advantageous position, but good defending that time by Politis, and he can't quite catch it before it goes out. But sure-footed Diego Politis has been on the defensive assignment each time. He's looked good today. 25th minute of action of the opening 45. Yuma tries to control here. A lot of contact there between Yuma and Asabre. Play continuing on as Avrer gets shoved off the ball, and now it's picked up by Hussein. Hussein looking to tee up a shot. Wanted a deflection from either Yuma or Vaz. Neither could get a touch to it, and it's out for a goal kick. So GS United have yet to really test the keeper, Anton Favre, for Celtic, as he awaits his first opportunity to make a save here. Favre plays it short from the goal kick. Politis controls. He'll pull it back as Malekos looks for an option up the field. Flicked on there by Sanders. Avrer comes over to collect. Henry making the run. He has to peel back now as Celtic continue to hold possession here on the attacking side of half. They'll track back inside their own defensive half now, wanting to reset from the back line. Favre to Politis. Controlled here by the man with a brace today, El Shafé. Loses possession that time, and it'll be picked up by Sinjui Sabapa. Through the middle, Hussein. That's Osman Hussein. Cuts back to the near side, looking for outlets, and he picks one out there in Brooms. Brooms taking on the defender. Again, Politis with another well-timed tackle, and here's the counterattack. Bezic Avrer running in. He's got to take three defenders on. Nice job to cut inside. Now opens it up for Henry. Avrer tees the right-footed shot. That was dipping towards the post and ended up curling just wide, as Dos Santos had to have that angle covered. Have a look at this replay. Bezic Avrer taking on three defenders, opening up a shooting lane, and certainly giving the keeper cause for concern. as GS United hold control from the goal kick. Played up now by Brooms. Brooms leading the rush here for GS United. He's got time and space in front of him. Now gets closed down, pulls to his right, opens that one up for Albert. Albert to the back post, headed away by the defender. Nice work that time by Justin Earl, as they'll concede a corner, but take away the threatening opportunity that was building. They wanted the corner at the far side, but the referee's going to bring it back to the near side corner. And that'll send Satwant Dhaliwal over to take it, although a second player tracking over as well for a short option. Dhaliwal now becomes the short option, and I believe that's Brooms setting up to take the corner. Setting up for an in-swinger. Delivers a left-footed cross, headed away by the defenders. And Celtic try chase this down, but it'll be secured by Sinjui Sibapa for GS United. Plays a good ball through, turning. Hussein, missed touch on that one. I think in his mind he wanted a pass. The reaction was a soft shot, and they're going to have to get reset again as Yuma tries to urge his teammate on after that missed opportunity. Henry under pressure. Nearly coughs it up. In fact, now they do. Vaz plays it ahead. Hussein on the dummy. Nice pickup here as Kirk Cooper brings it in, shoots, and slides it just wide, as that's out for a goal kick. Darius Kirk Cooper with that last chance for Scarborough GS United. Have a look at the replay here. Making that nice run from the outside, setting up the right-footed shot. You want to test the keeper from there next time. Marco Natoli's going to get set to come into this match for Celtic, but I don't think they're going to get the change here. They'll have to wait till the next chance. So they play on as Earl sends the ball up the pitch. Sanders running. El Shafé already with 2 in this match. He's going to catch it, and he'll have a chance to make something happen deep in the attacking third. El Shafé to his right foot. Curls it towards the 6. Headed away that time by John Wentworth. Although it's only a half clearance as it's picked up now by Stojanovic. Sanders back to Stojanovic. Right-footed shot. Dos Santos drops down to make the save. Relatively routine save that time for Dos Santos. But after conceding twice, he wants any touches to build the confidence as his team start to break out. That's Abu Bakar Hussein working the far touchline. Leaves it over for Osman Hussein. A rare mishap there from Politis, but it's not going to hurt him any as he tracks it over to the far touchline, and that's out for a Celtic throw. And with that little bit of extra contact at the end there from Brooms, he's going to have to be careful not to draw a caution. Looks like it'll just be a verbal warning here from the match official. Politis with a bit of a smile on his face as he gets up. Looks like he's going to be okay to continue on, and Matthias Brooms gets a stern warning that the next time he does that, he'll be in the referee's notebook with a yellow card. Substitution coming here now for Gloucester Celtic as Zachary El Shafé with 2 goals to his name comes out of the match for the time being. And number 55, Marco Natoli, comes in, taking a center attacking position right now. Up front for Celtic. From the throw, they look for Natoli. It's picked off there by Albert. Albert gets clattered hard, and this is going to be a yellow card as Kieran Sanders goes into the referee's notebook in the 32nd minute. Have a look at the foul. Sanders with that late tackle across the legs. And a free kick awarded here for Scarborough GS United. So the veteran Sanders, who's not shy to play a physical game, picks up a caution here in the men's final of the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre Stadium Field. A 2-man wall sets up to defend the free kick. Dhaliwal with the body language like he's going to strike it, but it's going to be taken by Brooms, curls it right in, and the keeper didn't have his body fully behind that, and with the wind whipping the way it was, maybe a little bit risky from Favre, but solid, safe hands make the save. And now they build out. Natoli with a good ball. Sanders running onto this. He's going to have a chance to crack it. Crosses in front for Henry. Oh, what a goal! Oh, my goodness! What a finish. Javane Henry volleys it out of midair. And it's all Celtic here in the first half. Have another look at this. Kieran Sanders with the left-footed cross. Javane Henry karate chops that into the back of the net. Dos Santos got a piece of it. Couldn't keep it out, though. And Celtic take a 3-0 lead as both teams prepare to make substitutions. It'll be Shaq Agard coming in for GS United alongside Lauren Clark. And for Celtic, Willem Grant into the match with Kelvin Asabre coming out. Hussein taking his time to come off here. And some frustration starting to set in on the GS United bench as the substitution finally completed. Osman Hussein sharing his thoughts with the coaches. But still lots of time to go here. They've got to find their composure and try battle back after conceding for a third time here in the opening half. I mean, that was just an unstoppable goal, though, once Sanders crossed that ball. Just a tremendous finish by Henry. Well, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that O'Neill's Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots sports organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, O'Neill's is Ontario Soccer's newest partner and its official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill's Sportswear. Live for it. GS United pressing here as Brooms tried to sweep the cross through. It was broken up. And now Natoli does well to clear it ahead. It's off of a GS United player and out for a Celtic throw. Albert tried to make the play there alongside Dhaliwal, but contested well. And now we've got the match official coming over to manipulate and move some of the Celtic substitutes that were outside of the technical area. Politis. Sanders trying to shield off the man, and Sanders then collides into John Wentworth, trying to ham it up a little bit, maybe earn a free kick, but there's some good sportsmanship between the two veterans as they shake hands and share a bit of a laugh. And now Sanders giving it right back to him. What else do you expect from Kieran Sanders? That's that veteran savvy right there. Politis with the throw-in. Avrere plays it back to Politis. Quick touch, headed down that time by, as Natoli gets taken down. It was Grant with the initial header. Have a look at the replay here as Natoli juggling the ball, and then Agard comes in to clip him from the back. And a caution there shown to Agard for the foul. So a free kick here now for Celtic with Sanders on the ball for this set piece opportunity. Sanders looking to whip across in here. Strikes the ball with his right foot, whips hard with the wind, but off a single bounce into the hands of the keeper Dos Santos. He quickly threw it out where it was controlled by Lauren Clark. And now GS United move through with Yuma tracking down the ball. Yuma's got a man running onto it, or running up the sideline. You can see the wind pushing the ball towards the touchline. Nice job here by Brooms to control under pressure. Brooms taken down, and that's going to be a free kick. And Politis getting a bit of a talking to. Sanders there as well. He's already on a caution. So the referee has to make a important decision here as he gives Sanders a little bit of grace, and certainly a warning, a reminder that you're already on a caution. Don't kick yourself out of this match prematurely with a silly foul. Free kick to come here for Scarborough GS United as Brooms collects himself. And Celtic prepare to make a couple of substitutions, getting ready to bring on Oliver Babineau. 2 players over top the ball for GS United, including Brooms. Dhaliwal, the one to strike it, plays it towards the back post, headed nicely that time by Grant, and now the speedy Henry taking it on the counterattack. Henry, he's got Avrer making the run through the middle, well defended that time by GS United, but the ball stripped free, and now they pick out Natoli along the near side flank. Natoli tries to cross it in. It'll find its way to Avrer. What a back heel! Natoli running onto it. Dos Santos diving at it to make the save. The shot from distance kicked away. Flag stays down as Natoli came back to play it. And at least for now, Dos Santos and GS United can exhale and get themselves sound once again defensively after a tense couple of moments there. 40th minute of play. They can ill afford to concede again before the half. Controlled now by Malekos. He looks for a man through the middle and picks out a teammate. Stojanovic plays it ahead. Henry running onto it, but the keeper Dos Santos diving out to secure that. The back line wanted the flag to go up. The coaching staff saying, don't rely on the AR to make the call. Play through it, and then if you get the call, you do. And now here's some good play from Laurent Clark. He turns up onto the attacking side of half. He's hauled down, and they will get the call there for that foul. And it could be a yellow card here. Referee reaching into his chest pocket, and it is going to be a caution to another Celtic player. As let's get a look at the replay of this foul. Yeah, not much doubt about that one. As it'll be a free kick opportunity for Scarborough GS United and a caution in the 41st minute. Dhaliwal with the free kick, tries to get the header from Brooms coming off the line. It's collected by the keeper Favre. The yellow card issued to Zachary Tremblay from Celtic as now Henry takes control. Henry turning his man inside out, does a great job to control it tight to the touchline. Crosses in for Avrer. The flag goes up, and that's going to put an end to what looked to be a really threatening chance as Bezic Avrer just offside. It was a great ball, though, from Henry to set him up. Just got to time that run a little bit better. Tremblay, the announced party for the caution, as here comes Kerr Cooper, dishing that one off to Dhaliwal. Agard, Kerr Cooper, into the middle for Brooms. He's closed down immediately, turned over, now here's Sanders. Henry, under pressure, evades the first tackle, tries some fancy footwork, but it's stripped away by Agard. Agard, Dalwali, plays it back now, as it's secured by Albert. Dhaliwal, as GS United have a man fall to the turf there in Brooms. Hopefully he's okay. Tries to stretch it out. And on the switch, they end up losing possession. And now Celtic have control with Natoli on the ball. His pass light. Yuma nearly took control, but Natoli gets it back. And now he sends Sanders on a run. Dos Santos is going to have to come way out of his area to make that play. Good heads-up goalkeeping there, as now we get the whistle with Broom still down on the turf, and hopefully he's okay. Well, we've got a couple of great coaching staffs on hand here today. And there you get a look at the Scarborough GS United bench and their coach as they'll try find a way back from this 3-0 deficit. And hopefully for their sake, Matthias Broom's able to continue on. He's had some positive play in this match, but for the time being, he's subbed out, and Osman Hussein will come back in. Celtic are making some changes as well. Kieran Sanders out of the match. Oliver Babineau set to come in. And Cameron Butterfield prepares to make his debut in this match as well. But because the ball actually never went out of play, we're going to restart with a drop ball, so that Celtic substitution will be delayed for the time being. So referee restarts with the drop ball. Dhaliwal takes it for GS United. Works it ahead as Agard trying to evade a couple defenders, does well to hold possession. Dhaliwal crosses in. That's headed away by Politis. Hussein, that's Osman Hussein, who makes the touch over to Denzel Albert. Yuma, Albert. Into the attacking third. Albert carrying the ball. He's got Yuma with him, still on it. Nice little 1-2, but the return a little too heavy for Albert to catch up to, and that's out for a goal kick. And now we'll get the substitutions for Celtic, and they're actually going to make 3 changes here, including bringing on Bila Dicko Reynaud. So Babineau into the match. And Butterfield into the match. But they'll hold off on bringing Dicko Reynaud in for the time being. Actually, no, they will bring him in here. And it's going to be Tremblay coming out. So Tremblay picking up that caution not that long ago, and now he'll get a bit of a respite as some veterans taking off the pitch for Celtic in a comfortable position, up 3-0 as we approach the halftime whistle. Goal kick here from Favre as he strikes it well, and it's across the half where Hussein gets there with the volley. That was Osman Hussein. And now it finds its way back to Osman Hussein, who plays it over to Abu Bakar Hussein. Fourth official indicating a minimum of 3 minutes of added time to be played here, as the foul committed and a quick free kick taken by GS United. Playing out wide as Lauren Clark tries to make something happen on the flank. Pulls back, and Osman Hussein under pressure there, dancing with the ball before he lays it over to John Wentworth. Khalil John Wentworth picks out a man along the touchline in Albert. Nice little quick play to find a teammate in Kerr Cooper. Yuma spins off the defender. Yuma plays that over to the far flank. Closing down defensively and making the effort was Stojanovic. And Stojanovic banks it off of Lauren Clark and out for a goal kick. Well, the scoreline might be a little deceiving in that you would think it's been a runaway match, but GS United continue to push back, and they're trying to generate opportunities. And even though they've really truly yet to test the keeper Favre, they've created some threatening looking sequences. They just haven't found a clinical finish yet. But you feel like even at a 3-0 scoreline, this match far from over, as Celtic have played very strong here in the opening 45. They've handled their business at both ends of the pitch, but here go GS United once again. Kerr Cooper taking on defenders. Kerr Cooper cuts through the middle. Trips over the ball, ends up losing it there to Babineau. As digging it out of the pack nicely was Butterfield. Nice switch to Avrer. The flag's going to go up here, though, as Bezic Avrer just a step ahead of the last defender. And he'll be whistled for the offside. Quick restart from GS United. They keep it short as Dhaliwal turns to Hussein. Controlled here by Albert. Albert looking for a runner up the pitch, sends it to the wrong side of his path and turned over, controlled now by Earl. Avrer pulls back as he picks out Politis. Looking to cross something in, keeps it short as Grant takes possession. Works it out wide as they start to cut back through the middle. Earl in control. Runners making movement off the ball as it was laid from Babineau further wide to Natoli. The halftime whistle sounds, and after the opening 45, it's Gloucester Celtic 3, Scarborough GS United 0. But don't go anywhere. We've got match stats coming up momentarily, some first half highlights, and then our halftime shows. You get a look at the match stats here. And GS United, despite getting a couple opportunities, they've been behind the 8 ball at times. And Gloucester Celtic dominating with shot attempts and shots on target. You see that advantage, 6-2, converting on 50% of their shots on target, 3 goals on 6 shots. And Gloucester Celtic with a impressive 3-0 lead after the opening 45. All right, folks, we'll be back with the second half kickoff. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to an Ontario Soccer live stream broadcast of the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening? Or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow, protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise ain't.
Who's your favorite soccer player?
What's her name? Morgan.
Alex Morgan?
Yeah, Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan. That's a good choice.
Lionel Andres Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi. That's a good choice.
Favorite pre-game snack or meal?
Cereal. Orange juice and waffles.
Steak or pasta?
Rice cakes. But wait, they have to be chocolate chip and caramel.
What's your favorite soccer movie or TV show?
I don't know. Okay, go to the next one.
Movie, probably Pele.
Yeah, I don't watch TV, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know, I just watch reels on YouTube.
All right.
My name is Nick Dotto. I am the manager here at MLSC Esports. Today we're at the TFC Bell Gaming Night. Holding events like this is great because we can bring organizations in like Ontario Soccer, introduce them to the space, have a really fun night, treat them to a very VIP experience with food and drink, and then we all walk over to BMO Field together and enjoy some TFC action. How can we reach the newer generation using gaming and esports? They're very familiar with EAFC and with FIFA throughout growing up. How do we grab that attention and bring that to the real life game? How do we even use what they've learned in the video game, like formations and pitches and players' names, and bring that to the actual pitch? Here at MLSC, we actually have a whole esports department. We manage other properties such as Raptors Uprising, Maple Leafs Gaming, and TFC Gaming. We see a big crossover with soccer and esports and gaming, where we can show that gaming and esports can bring value to the MLS and to Toronto FC. So if you missed tonight's event, that's okay. We have 2 more coming up. So if there's any interest, please reach out to Toronto FC official gaming channels. I'll be sure to hook you up.
So this year's summit, the 2024 version, was a huge success. We were really, really happy with how things came together.
In terms of scope of participation, in terms of scope of partners, number of speakers, we elevated it to a new level. The feedback from people pointed to great degree of enjoyment, and a lot of people were very, very complimentary, which ultimately, as we always say, it's not so much what we think about the summit, it's what the delegates think about the summit. And if they're as happy as they were, then we know we've done something right.
When it comes to planning the summit, we look at creating the best possible experience. So whether that means great networking opportunities, great socials, amazing speakers, great location, we're always trying to keep the delegate right at the heart of every decision that we make.
People were really enthused with some of the sessions. I heard comments, especially about the sessions that were off-field, business-related, community engagement-related, club best practices, where a lot of people commented that the content provided was highly relevant, highly useful for them.
I would say the social part of it is huge. People love to reconnect with those that they've met before. They love to meet new people. They love to meet in person. This is something that the summit brings every year that, you know, is just such an amazing opportunity for our members to reconnect.
The summit is really about those 2 pillars. It's about the personal professional development. It's the notion of providing a forum where learners become leaders, but it's also very much about the opportunity to play, inspire, and most importantly, unite. And uniting around a weekend like the summit, bringing 700 plus delegates, speakers from all over the world together, that's what we see. It's sort of the lightning in the bottle that we want to cultivate and move forward with.
What kind of work goes into planning an event of this magnitude that people may not realize? So we're really lucky to have such a talented team here at Ontario Soccer.
All right, welcome back as we get you into the second half action here at the men's final of the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre, with Gloucester Celtics sporting a 3-0 lead over Scarborough GS United in this men's final. And we'll take the kickoff opportunity to remind you that Ontario Soccer is thrilled to once again collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. So Scarborough GS United trying to get something going here in the second half, and here's Laurent Clark carrying the ball up, taking a hard time tackle, and Laurent Clark staying down right now, but play continuing on, and good sportsmanship there to play it out of touch and ensure Laurent Clark can get some treatment if needed. Elijah Laurent Clark coming in as a substitute in the first half. Created some pace and spark up front in that attacking winged role, but this time, as has been the case for Scarborough throughout much of the first half, running into that difficult to break down back line from Celtic. Some physically imposing guys back there patrolling that defensive line. This time, however, they let it roll out of play, and a quick throw on Yuma into the penalty area. Yuma tries to get a shot away, can't fire that one cleanly, and now Celtic working for a clearance here under pressure. It's stripped away. Nice job there by Kerr Cooper. Kerr Cooper takes it down to the goal line, off the defender in Dicko Reynaud, and out for a corner kick. Let's get a look at the replay here. It all spurred from that quick throw-in where Yuma tried to get the creation, and in the end, moments later, it would go out for a corner. Setting up for an in-swinger, Kerr Cooper delivers the ball towards the near post, knocked away by the volley of a defender, only as far as Dhaliwal. He whips across to the back post, the wind pushing that one on, and straight out for a goal kick. The wind a little bit more of an angle on it right now, as it's taken short off the goal kick by Favre, and Celtic once again held up in their own defensive third. This time, nice job by Laurent Clark, not only to create the turnover but draw the foul and generate a free kick opportunity here for Scarborough GS United. Some discussion here at the GS United bench between the fourth official and some of the coaches. But on the pitch, it's Khalil John Wentworth getting set to take the set piece opportunity. We've got a teammate in Yuma tying his laces, so they'll wait for him to pop up. And now John Wentworth plays the left-footed ball into the box, headed away on that effort from Malekos. Kewen goes down, no call, as play continuing on. Dhaliwal, good cross to the back post, as it's volleyed now over to Agard. He takes a shot attempt off the keeper and out for a corner. Osman Hussein was the initial target from the cross. Have a look at the replay here. Hussein brought it back with that touch. Agard pulled it to his right foot, let the shot go low, and with a slight deflection on its way, a good save by Favre to parry it out for the corner. So Laurent Clark gets set to take the corner, setting up for an outswinger. The short option checks away. Good ball delivered. That's over to Kerr Cooper. Takes it down with his chest. Top of the area for Agard. Dhaliwal back over to Laurent Clark, who hits it too heavy. Not near anyone in blue, and that's out for a goal kick. It's been that kind of frustrating day at times for Scarborough GS United. They've had some decent quality build-up, but when they've needed that precision touch or that clinical finish, it's just eluded them so far in this match. As Favre gets set to take the goal kick. Drills that ball up to the half line, headed on by Kewen. A foot race is going to ensue here as it's controlled by Butterfield, but that touch, not the quality he was hoping for. And the keeper, Dos Santos, takes control. He plays it out from his feet over to Denzel Albert. Albert back for John Wentworth. Hussein. Osman Hussein over to Abu Bakar Hussein. Hussein makes the first couple of defenders miss, loses the ball in the second effort, and now here goes Celtic. Butterfield shielding it from the tackle of both Husseins, and now Osman Hussein comes in to take control. Looking for an option, sends Kerr Cooper for a run. Yuma tracking it as well, but that's going to go out for a Celtic throw. As you get a look at some four-legged fans taking in the action as well. Always good to welcome soccer fans of any type here. Didn't really know how to transition out of that one. Here goes GS United. This is promising as they play it out wide to Lauren Clark. He tries to step around the defensive effort. Crosses in. That one's knocked away. And it tracks out for a corner kick, as making the play defensively was Malekos. He did well to drop down and deflect that one out. It'll be Dhaliwal heading over to take the corner, as Satwant Dhaliwal sets up for an outswinger. GS United putting 6 players in and around the penalty area. Politis heads it only to the top of the box for Osman, who takes control. Now, it's Osman Hussein. There's a shot from Abu Bakar Hussein off the fingertips of the keeper and out for another corner. That was going well wide, so we'll see if GS United can capitalize here on that mistake. A rare one from Favre. Kerr Cooper plays the cross in. Oh, it just dipped past the far post. If anyone in blue could have gotten a touch on that, it would have likely ended up in the back of the net, but tough break there for GS United. And for Celtic and their keeper Favre, a break after that mistake leading to the corner. 53rd minute of play. The goal kick gets hung up in the air there, and Kewen tracks back to make the aerial challenge. Sent up the pitch, Butterfield all over the back of Abu Bakar Hussein. And Hussein shakes it off while winning the free kick for his team. So Khalil John Wentworth will restart with the free kick here for GS United. And he'll actually opt to leave it for Osman Hussein, who plays it over to Abu Bakar Hussein. Back to Osman. Up the line for Kerr Cooper. He turns. He's got a bit of space, being chased right now by Butterfield. Steps over the ball as he draws in the defender in the form of Stojanovic. Crossed into the area, but just out of the range of the on-charging Agard. And the keeper Favre comes out to collect. He bowls that out as Celtic look to turn and get something going up the pitch. Joey Kewen beats the defenders. He's in all alone. Kewen breaking in on Dos Santos. Shoots! Dos Santos makes a save. Big rebound, though. Babineau couldn't get to it ahead of the defender, Albert, who did well to clear the danger. Celtic still pressing here. Natoli draws back. As Politis gets it ahead now. And that cross attempt off a defender, and then a second header there from John Wentworth before it's scooped up by the keeper Dos Santos after the initial attempt came from Kelvin Asabre. Kerr Cooper. Back to Abu Bakar Hussein. Now it's Osman Hussein. Into the middle, Dhaliwal. Back for John Wentworth. Looking for movement off the ball. Picks out Osman Hussein. Dhaliwal under pressure. Quick touch as it's just across the line there before Lauren Clark could make a play on it, and it's out for a Celtic throw. They'll work it back with the hopes of pressing forward now as it's carried momentarily by Malekos. Turned over, and now here goes Osman Hussein. Makes the pass ahead for Agard. Agard does well to thread the needle over to Dhaliwal. Plays it out wide. Lauren Clark, he delivers a cross back to the near side, but with that wind putting the push on the ball, it tracked away from Darius Kerr Cooper, and he shows a bit of frustration there at the end, hammering the ball into the fence. And for Celtic, they're more than content with that. That just takes a little more time off the clock and keeps them in the position where they continue to lead by 3. Kewen unable to catch that loose ball. Then he takes down John Wentworth, and a foul called there against Joey Kewen. As we get a look at the replay here, Kewen just charging and maybe lucky not to be cautioned, as never really had any attempt on the ball there. And Celtic gets set to make a couple substitutions, including bringing back in one of their goal scorers, Javane Henry. But here goes Osman Hussein, makes the touch over to Kerr Cooper. Kerr Cooper crosses that one in, diving away from the keeper. He got a piece of it. The danger still there as Osman Hussein tried to put it on a tee for Vaz, but it never got to Joseph Vaz, and it's cleared away. A Celtic player still down in the 6. Have a look at the replay here. This was a dangerous moment for GS United. You can see that ball dip short of where it was anticipated to be. And how about that darting leg effort from Politis to keep it away from Vaz and negate what would have been an easy tap-in. Abu Bakar Hussein throws it in. Dhaliwal crosses. Agard goes up for the aerial challenge and gets a lot of the defender that time. And Agard's got to be careful here as the Celtic players really taking exception to that aerial challenge. As let's get a look at the replay here. Dhaliwal plays it in. Yeah, that doesn't look any better on the replay, as Agard looking like he extended the elbow just a little bit at the end. And taking the knock, Christopher Malekos. Hopefully he's going to be okay to continue on. And Agard awaits to see the decision from the referee here. And it's just going to be a warning there for Agard. As you can see the concern on the Celtic bench. They wanted a color, they wanted a card. Not to be, though. As play will continue with the free kick restart. Favre plays it up, headed on by Babineau. Olivier Babineau unable to hold possession there. He'll have a second chance as a quick touch. Nice little 1-2. Babineau keeps it in along the touchline. Now he feeds it ahead for Kewen. Kewen drawing the defenders towards him. Babineau crosses. Dos Santos there with safe hands to secure the cross. Oh, John Wentworth made a mishap there. Santos trying to make a play. Feels like he was fouled. Kewen on the ball. Draws that one back. Butterfield wanted a shot. Couldn't generate a clean opportunity. And it's out for a Celtic throw-in. And they'll take this opportunity to make a couple of substitutions. So Robbie Murphy comes back into action, along with Javane Henry, who will take out Cameron Butterfield, and Olivier Babineau, the other player substituted out here. Henry scoring that highlight goal in the first half that made it 3-0. And his speed and skill along the flank caused trouble all opening half for the GS United defenders. They'll have to try contain him here. Ball carried ahead, appeals for a free kick. But it's out for a goal kick after that contact that Stojanovic tried to sell. Well, the Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are premier partners of Ontario soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. That ball tracked out. It'll be a throw-in here for Gloucester Celtic in front of their own dugout. As Stojanovic being urged to get the ball back in play. Henry commits a foul on Abu Akbar Hussein. And now it's controlled by Vaz. Osman Hussein loses it to the touchline. That's out for a Celtic throw. Stojanovic looking for Henry up the line. That's intercepted. Now Kerr Cooper on it. As Dhaliwal picks it up. Nice read there by Asabre to intercept. Abubakar Osman with it. Now Osman Hussein and Abu Bakar Hussein. Here goes Yuma for GS United. He's hauled down. And that's going to be a caution here to the Celtic player. And a yellow card shown in the 63rd minute. And let's have a look at the replay here. Justin Earl, the guilty party, as he charges back, and you can see on the replay never getting close to the ball, taking Yuma out. And now a free kick set piece opportunity here for GS United, and they'll send their striker Yuma over to take this. Diu Mercy Uma. Four-man wall to defend the kick. Yuma with a well-struck opportunity. It bounces around. Maybe not quite the kick you would have hoped for, but had that gotten through, it could have been menacing. Now Hussein, that's Abu Bakar Hussein, tosses in for Osman Hussein. Henry closes down, knocks it out for a throw. Well defended there by Henry. Hussein to Hussein from the throw-in. They continue to battle for possession as Dhaliwal comes in to get a touch. And now Joey Kewen volleys that on, and Henry's got room to run. Javane Henry, he's already got one in this match, controls it into the penalty area. Tries to bait in the defender, looking for a penalty there, but that's a much softer tackle than the one in the opening half. Don't think he's going to get that call as it's out for a goal kick. It was Javane Henry who was fouled that drew the opening penalty inside the first 10 minutes of the match, which was converted by Zachary El Shafei, his first of 2 goals in the opening half. But that time, Henry not to be. Here goes Osman Hussein. Osman Hussein stood up by a couple of defenders. Ball turned over as it's controlled nicely by Stojanovic, who moves it on to Henry. Henry into the middle as Robbie Murphy takes it. Nice little touch by Natoli trying to pick out Kewen, but it's broken up, and quickly Celtic have it back on that step-up play by Dicko Reynaud. Dicko Reynaud toys with the defender, gets past him, tries to thread the needle before committing a foul here. And Abu Bakar Hussein takes exception to that contact. But here go GS United on the quick restart. Kerr Cooper, he oversteps it, and that gives it away to Earl. Earl being chased. He plays it into the middle for Natoli. Nice ball ahead for Henry. He's onside. Javane Henry breaking in. Right-footed shot, and he's got a brace. 2 goals for Javane Henry, and what a celebration. The backflip to seal the deal. What a performance today from Javane Henry. Have another look at this replay. Breaks in all alone after that perfectly weighted ball, puts it past the helpless keeper Dos Santos. And Gloucester Celtic take a 4-0 lead here in the 66th minute. And guys, for the highlight reel, you gotta let that run to include the celebration, because that was quite the display of athleticism there from Henry. Not only does he finish it off, he celebrates with the Olympic-style routine, ending it with a backflip. And everything's going the way of Celtic today. Substitution for GS United as Vaz comes out of the match. And Brooms, who picked up a knock a little bit earlier, back into the game. So good to see Brooms back in action here. Well, from the kickoff restart, GS United are really going to have to dig deep now with about 23-plus minutes of match time remaining. Down by 4 goals. It is a tall task to overcome this Celtic powerhouse squad. But GS keep playing as here goes Kerr Cooper. Bringing in the defenders with some good footwork. Ends up losing the ball to the pressure. Henry, who just scored his second of the match, shielding it. Kerr Cooper on his back trying to strip it away. Kewen brings it down. Murphy tries to return it for Kewen as he shields it away from the defender Hussein. Kewen off of Hussein, out for a Celtic throw. Gloucester getting set to bring on a trio of players, including Zachary El Shafei, and now they'll take this opportunity to make the changes. So El Shafei will come in place of Natoli. Willem Grant back into the match. Joey Kewen comes out, and Bezic of Rare back in as well. Justin Earl, the third player, subbed out for Celtic. Natoli making his way over to the touchline. That's the hold up here. And it looks like GS United are going to make a change as well, as Jarrett Hamilton gets set to come into this game. As he replaces Darius Kerr Cooper. Kerr Cooper with a tough match today. He played well, but just didn't get the breaks he needed, as things just haven't gone the way for GS United the way they maybe would have hoped today. Certainly not for a lack of effort. Kerr Cooper, a good presence up the wing, just at times stymied with frustration. And it's easy to get frustrated against this veteran Celtic team, but here goes Osman Hussein for GS United. Feeds the ball through. The flag's going to go up on Yuma. Offside signaled, and now it's whistled down for the kick. Yuma just a stride ahead there as we're into the 69th minute of play. Well, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that as the Bank of Soccer, with decades of investment experience in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We are thrilled to collaborate with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender equity and empowerment initiatives, including the innovative BMO Girls Play On Leadership Series and Engagement Program, targeting more than 100,000 girls and women across the province. Long ball headed up there by the defender Albert. He's going to have to go all the way back to his keeper, Dos Santos. Tough match today for Dos Santos. Conceding 4 times. A few of those, not much he could do. As a foul committed there on the back of Vagard. And Murphy's going to have to be careful not to draw a yellow. But he calmly walks away, and we'll restart here with the kick for Scarborough GS United. Albert prepares to take the kick, opts to keep it short after the long run-up, looking like he was going to nail it. Osman Hussein over to Abu Bakar Hussein, controlled here by Brooms. Nice little 1-2 with Yuma as Brooms gets it back along the touchline. Tries to cut in now, closed down by a couple defenders. And it's off of Dico Renaud, out for a Scarborough throw. Yuma back to Hussein. Abu Bakar Hussein over to Osman Hussein, and now controlled by Dhaliwal. Dhaliwal working the near touchline. Leaves it for Brooms. Back to Hussein. Into the middle for Osman Hussein. Looking to switch to the far flank for Lauren Clark, who controls. Shielded there by El Shafei. Nice touch there by Agard. They work it over to Dhaliwal. Thought about a shot. Now plays it over to Brooms. Brooms inside the area. Tees up the right-footed strike. And that one over top the net. But not a bad effort to have a go from that spot. Well, with under 20 minutes of match time remaining here, GS United have got to try generate shots on target. And that was certainly the idea and thought process there from Matthias Brooms. As he let it fly, just couldn't get over top of it enough to test the keeper and keep it on goal. That ball hit high up as Osman Hussein tries to contain it, wrestled away by Robbie Murphy. He's going to send Henry in on a run here. Henry drawing with his left, now to his right. He's pulled down, nothing doing though. Has minimal contact, and it's going to be Osman Hussein to play it up. Nice work that time by Calvin Asabre to make the play. And now Politis will go all the way back to his keeper, Favre, under pressure from Yuma. Played ahead. Asabre, he tries to turn with it, loses it as it's picked up by Agard. Agard has Yuma close to him, now dishes it forward. Yuma tight to the goal line, tries to draw to his right foot, nothing doing there as he's held up by Asabre. And then Yuma loses it to the touchline, and it's out for a goal kick. 73rd minute of action. We're going to get a substitution here for GS United, as they're going to bring on Louis Jordan Brazil, and he will replace Satwant Dhaliwal. So we'll see if Brazil can make an impact here for GS United and try spark something offensive for them as he takes up in a midfielding position. From the goal kick, ball straight out of touch, and it'll be a throw-in as Elijah Lauren Clark opts to leave it there for a teammate in Denzel Albert. Brazil with his first touch here, laying it over to John Wentworth. Hussein, controlled now by Brooms. Brooms tackled from the back as Henry playing from the turf. Play continues on. And now it's back with the keeper. Favre lays it over to Dico Renaud. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit more here inside the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center field as that ball headed, and Evrair's going to have a chance to run here for Celtic. Bezic Evrair crosses the ball a little bit light, and a good diving header from the defender in the form of Denzel Albert to clear the danger. Well, you're tuned into the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. It's the men's final coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. And Celtic are going to prepare to make a substitution at the next opportunity, bringing Zachary Tremblay back into this match. But for now, they'll get a corner as El Shafei sets up for the outswinger. Murphy right on top of the keeper, driven towards the back post, headed up by a defender. Murphy heads it towards the goal line. Volley attempt blocked out on that last-ditch effort there. The combo block from John Wentworth and Agard, and GS do well not to concede. Looks like Kirk Cooper favoring his right arm a little bit. Hopefully he's okay as he heads to the medical tent. We're going to get substitutions here for both teams as Tremblay prepares to come back into this match, replacing Christopher Malekos, who took that elbow to the noggin a little bit earlier, so hopefully Malekos okay. And for Scarborough GS United, it's Sasha Ricciuti coming into the match, replacing Denzel Albert. So in the 76-minute And if there was any doubt, there can't be any question now. Celtic go up 5-0. What a finish from Avrer as he came across with that header. And the veteran Celtic player gets it done as they seem poised to book a spot in Nationals once again. Murphy subbed out, bringing Babineau back in. And now Sanders comes back in, replacing Diego Politis, who had a phenomenal match defensively today, making some clutch tackles when GS United were threatening and looking dangerous. GS United work it through the back line here with John Wentworth. Hussein returns it to the center back. Dos Santos under pressure from Avrer, and he has to play that out, conceding the throw-in. Quickly taken, they look for Avrer in the box. Sanders is going to pick it up here. Wrestled away by Hamilton. And now Osman Hussein looking for options up the pitch. Stripped away on that effort by Sanders. Running forward with it is El Shafei. Takes off the first defender. El Shafei's left-footed cross. That one over the head of Avrer, but he's going to have a chance to keep it in play here. Bezic Avrer draws back for Henry. Babineau. Babineau to Henry, trying to bait the defender in. Nothing doing that time as Brazil comes up with it. Loses it. Babineau, Avrer spinning past defenders, draws a tackle there, and Brazil is going to be whistled for the foul. Well, Brazil shaking his head, doesn't like it, but not much to complain about when you see that replay. Getting the back of the legs of Avrer, leading to the free kick. A reminder that we've got one more match scheduled today at 6:30 p.m. We'll have the boys under 17 final as we get a look at manager Matt Williams from Gloucester Celtic. Matt Williams, a longtime staff member of the team, off the set piece, cross to the back post. Nothing doing initially, and now Dos Santos scoops it up. From the drop kick, played out, a long kick into the opposition half where Henry heads it on. Brazil didn't like that bit of contact, but it'll go for a GS United throw. And Henry with his palms up saying, come on, he gave me a shot after. Brazil's going to get a bit of a warning here from our match official. And now they get into a bit of a discussion over the exchange. Henry extending his hand for a show of good sportsmanship, but Brazil just wants to get on with it as GS United still trying to find a way to break the clean sheet here. Dico Reynaud. Controlled now by Henry. His pass intercepted by Abu Bakar Hussein. Brazil under pressure from Henry. Nice little 1-2. Brazil gets it back from Laurent Clark. A lot of contact as Henry now taking exception to the slight exuberation shown by Brazil. And it's secured by John Wentworth as he goes on to the attacking side of half with that pass. Quickly drawn back to John Wentworth. Into the middle for Brazil. Closed down by Sanders. Picked up here by Abu Bakar Hussein. Laurent Clark. Hussein. Dishes that one over to Agard. Squaring up as it's controlled by Hamilton. Yuma chips forward. Agard gets taken down, and that's going to be a free kick for Scarborough GS United just outside the penalty area. This is going to be one of their best opportunities today from a set piece to try threaten the clean sheet at hand. Here you get a look at the replay, and that bit of contact from Grant on Agard draws the foul, and now we get a little bit of physical exchange here. No surprise to see Brazil in the thick of it. He's been shaking things up a little bit since he came into this match, as he takes exception to the discussion with Kieran Sanders. Sanders not going to back down from anybody, that's for sure. As a couple of Scarborough GS United players standing over top the ball, including Brazil, also there, Osman Hussein. Yuma a few strides off, doesn't look like he'll be involved in the kick per se. Five-man wall. Of Rare joins it to make it a six-player wall, setting up to defend the kick. Hussein tracks back. That's Osman Hussein. Steps up, chips it over the wall, and in the back of the net. What a well-taken free kick as Osman Hussein breaks the clean sheet in the 84th minute, converting on that free kick. Let's get a look at the replay. Osman Hussein strikes it perfectly, curling it over the wall and past the helpless keeper Favre. But is it going to be too little, too late for Scarborough GS United? Let's see if that can spark what would be a massive comeback as Celtic prepare to make a substitution here. As Cameron Butterfield back into the match and Milos Stojanovic comes out. Hard to imagine a team of Celtics ilk coughing up a 5-0 lead and throwing the game away at this point, but GS United will battle, and Hussein draws a free kick there against Henry. That ball nearly given away. Of Rare. Volleyed on by Babineau. Abu Bakar Hussein dealing with Avrer, and that's out for a goal kick. Well, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Dos Santos with a long drop kick, chasing after it, Lauren Clark, but that's out for a GS United throw after the defensive header. They try return it to Lauren Clark as Yuma with the initial touch, but it's out, and again a Scarborough throw. Playing it back for Abu Bakar Hussein to the GS United goal scorer, Osman Hussein. Tries to chip it forward. That one headed down by Grant, and it's out of play for a Scarborough throw. Yuma with the defender on his back, can't quite corral it. Sanders, he'll play it forward, but a foul behind the play on the back of, I believe that's Babineau who was taken to turf. It was Olivier Babineau. And a free kick here for Gloucester Celtic. And once again, Brazil the guilty party on that play. Brazil continues to yap there with the opposition. And Celtic seem more than content to let him have his say. John Wentworth, he gets clipped there by Evrer. That's a free kick surrendered. As GS United will play it in with John Wentworth on the ball. Back to the keeper, Dos Santos. Out wide. As it was controlled by Ricciuti, who was brought into the match a few minutes ago as a substitute. Grant trying to shield off the challenge from Hamilton. El Shafei. He gets clipped tight to the touchline, and that's going to be a free kick for Celtic. So here you get a look at the replay of Zachary El Shafei drawing that foul, and what a first half performance he had, scoring 2 goals in less than a 5-minute span. That at the time gave Celtic a 2-0 lead, and they never looked back. Sanders making a point, if he's not going to give me the distance, I'm just going to kick it off of him. Referee didn't like that, and now he'll tell Brooms to retreat the 10 yards. So Kieran Sanders gets set to restart the action with the free kick. Bezic Evrer for the aerial challenge, but it's knocked away by John Wentworth. Finds its way back to Evrer as he shields it there from the defenders. Sanders takes a shot in the back from Brooms, and then he extends his hand saying, "It's all good, come at me, check the scoreboard," as Celtic continue to lead this match 5-1. Well, Sanders a veteran, and it's going to take a lot more than that to get under his skin. As Celtic prepare to take the free kick here with Tremblay on the ball. Tremblay whips it to the near post. Big save by Dos Santos. And the rebound finds its way through. And it may have been Tremblay that finished it off. It is Zachary Tremblay that gets the goal. As I think it was Grant that took the free kick. And in the end, it ricochets. You see on the replay here, bounces around to Tremblay, who drops down and pokes it past the keeper. And in the 90th minute, Zach Tremblay makes it 6-1 for Gloucester Celtic. We'll wait to see how much added time we'll have from the fourth official, but likely not enough for GS United to erase this 5-goal deficit as they'll have a free kick opportunity here from distance. Brooms was hauled down, taken short and backwards by Brazil to Agard. Agard steps up into space, tries to pick out Brooms. No added time, the final whistle sounds, and Gloucester Celtic are your men's champions at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. And once again, Celtic will represent Ontario at the Canadian National Championships. On the back of a brace from El Shafay, and Henry add a couple more goals into the mix. And Gloucester Celtic dominate from start to finish here today. And just as they've done so many times in the past, they will hoist the Ontario Cup trophy as we get a look at the full-time match stats here. And you can see the domination from Gloucester Celtic today, outshooting Scarborough GS United with shots on target, double the amount, 10 shots on target to 5, scoring on 6 of those 10 shots. So clinical finishing today from Celtic. And we're going to get a look at our match highlights from this men's final at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. So Celtic from start to finish today, dominating this match as we get a look back at those match highlights. And even though they couldn't break through early, some big saves from Dos Santos, and GS United creating a couple opportunities themselves early in this match, including that one to Yuma, but he never got the shot away. Eventually Celtic would get to the spot with the penalty kick opportunity, and that would open the floodgates as it was converted by El Shafay, his first of 2 on the day. Here comes the brace from El Shafay. A beautiful ball from Murphy, and after the initial save by Dos Santos, El Shafay finishing it off, making it at the time 2-0 for Celtic. And they would add more, not on that attempt from Bezic Avrer, but eventually Avrer would score one today. GS United trying to push back here on that opportunity, but again, just staunch defending from the Celtic backline. That time, Justin Earl with the clearance. Osman Hussein, who would eventually score a goal for GS United, missing that opportunity. And Celtic would continue to press, shot after shot after shot. And when they weren't pressing offensively, they were providing some really tough defending, as evidence here on that free kick. And now here's the first goal for Henry. Sanders crosses it over, and how about that beautiful finish from Henry, his first of 2 on the day. Avrer had a nice back heel, but in the end, nothing came from that opportunity. GS United were pressing at times, and that ball from Dhaliwal, just a little too much weight on it. Joey Kewen, as always, he had an impact in this match. That attempt from Kewen, not able to find the back of the net, but he would continue to press here. As Kewen setting up that chance, and then again, Henry not to be denied today, his second of the match as he put it home. And the exuberant celebration, a little cartwheel, a little backflip, and a lot of beautiful play from Gloucester Celtic today en route to a 6-1 victory. GS United would continue to press, though. That chance for Matthias Brooms just over top the net, and then the tense play in front with that goal mouth scramble. And now we get 3 goals here from Celtic as Avrer with that header finisher, and then the Ronaldo celebration. A goal here from Osman Hussein on the free kick converted beautifully. That would be the lone bright spot today for Scarborough GS United. And then the third goal in the sequence finished off by Tremblay, making it 6-1. What a final to this match. And once again, congratulations to Gloucester, Celtic, Ottawa, as they win the men's final at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, and they'll represent Ontario at Canadian Nationals in October. Well, thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partners from Dairy Farmers of Ontario, who are presenting the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk in a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, CPL, BMO, and Circle K, our apparel, uniform, and equipment partners, O'Neill's Sportswear, as well as Respect in Sport and Nothers, the awards store. Folks, we got one more game on tap today. Up next, it's the under-17 boys final, as you've been tuned in to the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 finals live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field.